The Atlanta Falcons will get a win on the road 38-20 over the Carolina Panthers. And early in this game, it was really close. It was a divisional battle. 7-7 coming out of the first quarter, and the Falcons would turn it over early in that second quarter, leading to 3 points. And I'm sure Falcons fans were a little bit on the edge of their seats there, thinking that this might be a game that they could lose to a Carolina Panthers team that had nothing to lose. After that 3 points, and after going up 10-7 on the Falcons would score 3 consecutive touchdowns that would put them up 22. But late in that second quarter, the defense would give up 7 points late before the half, making this a really tight ball game, 22-17. But it would be the running game that would really wear this team down. And the Falcons defense tightened up in that second quarter, causing turnovers. And, you know, it's never the same week to week. And Kirk Cousins knows that the game plan is always different depending upon who your opponent is.
Continuous improvement in the offense and in the pass game week to week. Certainly felt like there was a big jump this past Thursday night, but some of it was just, it's a week-to-week league, and you never know what each week is going to bring, and that just happened to be the game that was called. I remember like my second or third start in the league, Kyle Shanahan was calling the game, and I got to the end of the game, I threw for like 190 yards, and it wasn't an explosive game. And, you know, the narrative was, Kirk or the offense wasn't very good, and Kyle said back to me, he said, but that's not the game I called. The game I called was for you to throw about for 190 yards, and that was what we kind of gave you the chance to do. And so he made the point that some games are going to call for you to go out and throw for a whole bunch of yards, and some games are not going to call for you to do that, and we're going to have different plans. So I was reminded that again on Thursday night, that it's a week-to-week league, and Zach felt like, that was how we were going to attack them, and it doesn't mean that that's how we're going to attack every single week. It doesn't mean that's the best way to attack every single week. So the key is that whatever you do, you find a way to do it well and to get a win each week, no matter how it's done.
You have to agree with them. There is always a different game plan for each team that you face. If you ask Falcons fans, though, they definitely want to see this team run the ball and run it effectively. A very impressive day for the offense. You're talking about 38 carries total. It was 18 for Algier, 15 for Bijan Robinson. They would total a 198 yards and average 5.2 yards a carry. Bijan Robinson was averaging 6.3 yards a carry, and they scored 3 rushing touchdowns. Kirk Cousins on the day, 19 of 30, 225 yards and a touchdown. You know what? What I liked about what they did offensively when they did pass is, again, getting their big guys involved. You saw Kyle Pitts early in this clip. You see Drake London stepping up, making plays. The special teams creating short fields and giving their offense a opportunity to get in the red zone quickly. This was a game that was just a clinic. In the second half, you could see they had wore down that Carolina Panthers defense with the run. And this is what you want to see from this football team. It seems like they are hitting their stride here in week 6. And as they come into week 7, facing a Seattle Seahawks team that is opportunistic, that can make plays, but it's going to be a tough out for them to have to come in to Atlanta and try to get a win here. For Falcons fans, this is exciting. 4-2, they lead the division, and the rival Buccaneers are also 4-2. So this is going to be a division that's going to be a battle between, I believe, the Bucs and the Falcons. Who will rise up? Well, Falcons fans are hoping that it's them. For Sports Journey, I'm Dujane Bland.